Walter E. Disney was born on December 5, 1901. At age 16, he dropped out of school and planned on being in the Army, but they wouldn't take him in because he was underage. In 1919, Walt Disney decided to be a newspaper artist, but he wasn't hired anywhere. His brother got him a job at Pesman Rubin Art Studio. Here he met someone very important, Ub Iwerks. Ub Iwerks was born on March 24, 1901, in Kansas City, Missouri. He was Walt's business partner for a while after that. Ub Iwerks saw that Walt was taking animation classes and decided that he should tag along. Iwerks began coming up with many different ideas about characters regarding animals. He soon came up with the idea of Mickey Mouse. It wasn't until October 16, 1923, when Walt's career began to take off. Walt signed a contract with M.J. Winkler to produce a series of Alice comedies. This was considered the start of the Disney Brothers studio. M.J. Winkler and Walt Disney present the Alice Comedies. The Alice Comedies were a new series of cartoons that incorporated live action and animation in them. Both Iwerks and Disney collaborated together on these. On September 5, 1927, marked the release of the first Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoon. Sadly, Disney eventually lost control of the character and then had to leave Universal Studios shortly after. While Iwerks had stayed with Disney up to this point in time, Disney had become too demanding for him to stay. Iwerks and Disney unfortunately had a falling out and decided to split up, Iwerks joining Disney's rival company. November 18, 1928 marked the release of Steamboat Willie. It showed at a theater in New York. This was not only the first release of a Mickey Mouse cartoon, but it was also the first time Minnie Mouse had made an appearance. The 1930s were an exciting time for the Disney Brothers studio. In 1934, Donald Duck was released, and in 1937, Snow White, the first full feature-length animated film, premiered. On December 26, 1939, the Walt Disney Studio began its move from the studio in Los Angeles, California, to Burbank, California, which is now the corporate headquarters of the Walt Disney Company. In April 1940, the first Disney stock was produced. Shortly after, in November, the classic Fantasia came out, a colorful Disney musical masterpiece. In July 1950, Disney's Treasure Island came out. This adventure film was based off of a book and was the first completely live-action film that Walt Disney had made so far. In 1953, many important things happened. First, Peter Pan, based on J.M. Barrie's play, came out. Second, Disney also starred in a TV show called Disneyland, which aired on ABC. On July 17, 1955, Walt Disney opened the family-friendly Disneyland in Anaheim, California. It was a hot and humid but really exciting day for everyone involved. When they were little, Walt Disney would take his two young daughters, Diane and Sharon, to play at the carousel, but he had to just sit and watch. He decided that he should think of an activity that had things for both parents and children to do together. Walt Disney passed away on December 15, 1966 at 9:30 a.m. because of lung cancer. Fortunately, his brother Roy Disney continued with plans to set up for an amusement park in Florida. On October 1, 1971, Walt Disney World Resort opens up, the Magic Kingdom in Florida. The resort also included hotels near it in Orlando. Guests could stay at the hotels and visit the park at the same time. The Disney Resort now includes many different amenities. They have Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Disney Hollywood Studios in Florida, as well as in California they have Disneyland and California Adventure, with many hotels in the surrounding areas. Today, the Disney Company continues to create characters, produce movies, run TV shows, own TV channels, own a cruise line, own a timeshare company, owned many different amusement parks, and still is able to spread joy to many.